I think one thing that I've learned in life is that life is really uncertain, and that's definitely been the case for me, being widowed at such a young age and having lost someone I love at only 26. There are so many curveballs that are thrown at you in life, and it's like it just completely upends your world and how you view everything. And I really think there are so many things that I've taken out of the past 5 years of my life specifically. There were lessons prior to that when I was younger, but I've really taken so much out of the past 5 years. It's been such a journey of growth and becoming. It's so funny, people talk about your 20s and how important they are and the growth that you go through, and it's like, wow, I lived in that because I'm 31 now and I'm able to look back on it, and it's so true. Obviously very different because I did lose a partner at a very young age, but I also experienced love and, trials and all those other things that a 20-year-old goes through, relationship ups and downs, and moving out of home, obviously moving to another country, moved to Australia. There's just so much to be taken out of that. And I've learned with loss that life is so precious, and I talk about this all the time. It really is. And I think there needs to be more of an emphasis on how precious it is to us as individuals, and how we walk in life and the love that we give out and what we're willing to receive from people. I think it's so important to believe in yourself fundamentally, even when all feels lost, even when you can't see the light, essentially, when you can't see what's good and you don't know the path, you don't have friends, or you hate your job, whatever it is. I think it's so important to find a little bit of meaning in your life, a little bit of something to keep you going. It's so hard. It really is. It really bashes your spirit when you feel really downtrodden on and there's no ladder. You can't see the ladder in front of you. You're in that pit and you're just seeing darkness around you and you don't know how to get out. You're stuck in your own mind, and it's funny when you're in a bad place and you're stuck, that's all you can see. You're there and you're perpetually there. And then I feel like being in that place, you find other things that have maybe gone wrong in your life. Well, I definitely have anyway. And you can, start to go down that route, and it becomes like a cycle of hurt and pain. And it's just an awful place to be in. So I think that's why now I can I see all of those things that I've been through, mentally and emotionally, and it's been hell, and I don't want to be in hell again. I hate it. The place that I'm in now is joyful and receptive and open, and I feel peaceful. Being at peace is incredible. It's so nice to be in a place where I don't have to worry anymore, and I feel love around me essentially constantly, even if I don't have it in the sense of in my reality, in my home, or having someone like that, but just from friends and family and being guided outside of myself. Openness is another thing that I've just become more receptive to in people and their faults, because nobody's perfect and we've all got shit going on in our lives. Sometimes we put people on pedestals or expect them to do things for us unintentionally, and it's you don't really know what that person is going through in their mind and how they feel about certain things. You can have a conversation about it, and many conversations, but really fundamentally you don't know a person. And so sometimes we have these expectations of people, and it's when they let us down, it becomes, oh, that person let me down. That's so sad, but I don't know. I think it's expectations and people are funny. We shouldn't always rely on others. I think everything comes from the self. It does. And you can create instances of communicating what you expect of a person, maybe, but that has to be an agreed upon thing. And if that person falters, they're only human at the end of the day. All of us are just doing our best in our lives. Yeah. Being where I'm at now it's interesting to see and reflect on the life that I wanted a year ago to like now. Growth can happen so quickly and you don't even realize it's happening. It's like you just sort of are wondering, but I'm in pursuit of it. I'm looking for the next step of my life, and I'm praying essentially and trying to walk a path that is truthful and honest and loving. And I'm imperfect. I'm very imperfect. I'm trying my best. I'm learning along the way. I could be a better friend, a better sibling, a better daughter, a better so many things, but I do my best. And I think we all do with the tools that we've got and we've had, you know. I think my husband taught me patience. He did. He taught me to be patient. Very, very... we're different in our personalities, but we have the same values. Like, we like to laugh and things like that, but we were similar in a sense, but just in the way that we communicated was different. So patience is something that he really taught me. And also, it was love. He taught me love, you know, to fundamentally, that is what it is all about for me in this life. Because what else is there? You know, when a person is dying and you know that you're not going to be able to have babies with them and you're never going to see them again, it's like all in that moment that they care about is their family and their friends and whatnot, and those closest around them. And they think about, well, I can't say I've never, but, you know, Matt thought about his experiences and the good times that he'd had, and he was grateful to have travelled with me and had his own experiences with his friends, but he just wanted to be around his mum, dad and sister, brother-in-law, and, you know, those that were around him when he was dying. That was the only thing that was important. And I never want to lose sight of that in my life. I never want to lose sight of love, of loving people. You know, those videos and you see of those older people and they talk about their regrets? I don't want to have those regrets. I don't want to get to an age and be like, oh, I should have loved more, or I should have, you know, hung out with my friends more and stuff like that. I really just don't ever want to get lost along the way. And I'm sure I might again eventually. Life happens, but fundamentally I really just want to stay true to the course, to my course anyway. It doesn't mean that anyone else has to do the same by any means. God, love teaches you so much. It really does. It's completely changed my world. And I can look back on it and him now and see what a gift it was. Painful gift. A very, very painful gift. One that I'll have to bear forever. But he's given me so much. And I think he continually gives me up. Like, he gives me stuff all the time. And even though he's not here anymore, he keeps me safe in a sense. It's funny. I love feeling connected to him and to everything else. It's made me just lead life with so much more meaning. And I feel so lucky. So, so lucky. Just, yeah. Lots of lessons in life, but I'm grateful for them. I really am. Anyway, that was 2 cents from me, just some thoughts from today I wanted to share with you all. Yes, I hope you have a great rest of your day and great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video.